So, this is Chandigarh, which is a city slap in the middle of two states. Punjab, which are mostly Sikhs, and Haryana, which are mostly Hindu. So this is North India's Punjab region, which has a mixture of Sikh and Hindu people. You know, the guys with the Sikhs, the guys with the turbans on their head. Because Chandigarh is in between those two states, it's the capital of both. What the fuck, this thing keeps going to the right. And I've come here for one reason only. This guy right here, Le Corbusier. So Le Corbusier was a French, well actually he was Swiss. So he's an architect and a bit of an urban planner as well. He had this bold visions about how cities should be. So we had many lectures at university. He was famous for shaping modernism in architecture. No clue which conveyor belt it is. We're off. This is one of the only places in the world, apart from Brasilia, which I went a few years ago, where the architects designed the grid of the city. Fucking think he's going to the right. That's cool, no security. Bloody thing. Sector 17. Yeah, 17. I think it's going to the... Oh, finally. Now I'm happy. Thank you.
ये गाड़ी अंदर से बैठ जाओ अभी आया हूँ एसी चलता ही है अभी
don't understand. Just go to the hotel, then we'll go out. Minutes, I think, to the city. Roundabouts and grids already. It's like not something typical of India or Africa. It's like modern. So it looks like that's one of Le Corbusier's buildings here, but there's no balcony. I can't get out here, which is a bit weird. I think I looked on the map. Let's see we get a view and see if there's anything on the roof. Maybe I can get a view. Maybe not. I'm gonna have to go out. So I've just checked in and now I'm gonna explore the city. So let me explain some of the history and stuff about this place. I'm staying in sector 17, which is the heart of Chandigarh. So it began, before we start, just like to say, don't ever stay in the Hyatt if you're traveling like a tourist like me, because they were pretty useless about the place information, because it's more of a business hotel. Don't stay in a business hotel when you're traveling. It's boring. It's all, they have not catered for any tourists. They have no clue. It's all business, boring. So anyway, find out myself. Look at the greenery. First impressions, look at this. Do you really think this is a city in India? It is crazy. There's nothing like anything you'd expect in India, really. So it all began after the independence of India with Great Britain, 1947 I think it was. It all started with India's first Prime Minister. So he wanted to bring India to the future, and Chandigarh was one of the projects in mind. An opportunity to construct a new city and make that a reality. Look at all the greenery, I still can't get over it. Look how organised this city is. You've got double row of traffic here, double row of traffic there. Doesn't look like anything. It looks more like Europe. So I think it's this way. There's a market or something, like a town centre. I'll head that way. So the construction of a modern city to symbolise the faith of the future of modern India. God, it's so quiet. There's not many traffic, considering this is supposed to be like one of the heart of the city. Kind of like a ghost town a little bit, but it is quiet time of the week, I think. Oh look, Gymkhana, they have one of them in Dar es Salaam. To start this city, they had to move all the villagers out of this area, and they weren't happy. So basically they paid them to move out of the city. Well, the place where they wanted to build the city. So that's how they did that. But they didn't have that much money for the project. Well, it's India, they don't have much money. They commissioned an American architect actually to start off with. So they commissioned Albert Mayer in 1949. He started designing the city, lots of green spaces, sections, neighborhood, organized roads. I think that's when the grid city started forming. They were doing a lot of that in the US. So it looks like everyone split up into different sectors. I'm staying in sector 17. So Chandigarh is divided into a number of sectors, almost like mini self-contained neighbourhoods, each with its own shops, schools, park and housing. Right here in sector 17, known as the heart of Chandigarh, it was designed as the city's main commercial and social hub. Unlike many crowded Indian city centres, it was planned to feel clean, organised and walkable. So this is where we are now. You can see all the grid numbers. This is considered the heart. And the brains is the government area over here. And then the balls is this one here, 26, which is like entertainment area, I think. Which I'll do a video for each one. So only a year after he got commissioned, Albert Mayer left the project because I think his business partner died. So then Le Corbusier, famous father of modernism architect from Switzerland, which I mentioned at the beginning of the video, he took over. And in 1951, I think he finished it, within a year, the master plan of the city. Parking and roads are in the middle, then you got the shops on either side. So there's plenty of space for parking. Look at this, it's kind of strange. High street shops. Probably one of the strangest towns or cities I've ever been to. I think this area is supposed to be the market, but I think this is it. Hello? Yeah. No thanks. I've got sunglasses. No, I've got sunglasses. I've got sunglasses. Thank you. That's okay. That's okay. Thank you. No, I don't need them. I don't need. Thank you. Thank you. This looks very Le Corbusier. That water fountain, the concrete. This is very Le Corbusier. The bold colours. We'll see tomorrow. So I'll go to the government complex tomorrow in another video, but I know there's bold colours he uses, like, you know, the primary colours he uses to make the concrete, bring the concrete to life. So that's a simple example of Le Corbusier. So Le Corbusier came in, he put the brains of the city on the east side, which is the government building, which is the Capitol complex, which I'll go there tomorrow in another video. Then put a main road going horizontally from east to west. That's the main street, or the main road. Then branches off that is 7 main roads that go vertically to 7 major cities, or 7 Vs I think they're called. And then from there the grid is formed. So the brains, like I said, is the government building. Then the heart is where I am now, it's the city, section 17, they're all numbered. And then section 26 is the balls of the city. I'll do a video for each one. Well, I like to call it the balls because that's the entertainment district, which we'll go to in another video. So Le Corbusier used the human as a way to conceptualize the city design. Lastly, but not least, the lungs of the city is the greenery integrated amongst all the grid. Now this brings life to the city, oxygen, and gives everyone a chance to experience the open space of the city. And if you're wondering why I haven't got a shoe on, I'm using it as a tripod. It's really spread out, it's like not crowded at all. Look how much space there is, it's crazy. So much open space, it's really nice. God, it's crazy, completely different to any other city. Yeah. Levi's over there somewhere. Yeah, Levi's is over there. Crocs is there. Puma is there. Gap is there. So that's what I'm trying to say. It must be some kind of central part of this sector, or like must be some kind of half-decent area with these kind of shops. It must be a half-decent area. So it must be pretty, like a focal point, this area must be, if it got those kind of shops. I'm trying to distinguish what is the high class area, you know what I mean? What's the town centre? Where's the place everyone goes? This could be it, I don't know. I mean, look above the shops. Strange. This is quite handy though, the car's in the middle. So it's like a high street, I guess.
Shoes clean?
What?
Only clean. Shoes polish, only clean.
They're trainers, for fuck's sake. Wants to clean my shoes, are bloody trainers. Reminds me of my hometown. It's like this places to sit, but like they're not pleasant places to sit. You wouldn't want to sit there. I mean, I wouldn't want to sit there or there. I mean, look, it's too open. Like, it just feels like not comfortable because of the scale is big. So I didn't realise I'm standing on a map here. I can explain a bit better. So that's the Brains, the government capital complex over there, which I'll go to in another video tomorrow. Then that's the main road going east to west along the city. And then the 7 roads that branch off that go to major cities and other cities in India. And then the grid is formed. So there's some bird shit here. Maybe that's the slums, but there isn't any slums here. It's like the safest and cleanest city in India, apparently. Something like that, and I can see why. And then so the Brains over there, section 17, and the city centre, which I am now, that's 7, there it is there, so that's 17. And then entertainment area 26 is somewhere, yeah, there, which I'll go to in another video. And then the greenery is like the lungs spreading around. It's not just here, it's everywhere actually, it spreads around. There's a lake over here as well. I think we'll go there next. Probably noticed when I came in, there was kind of like a transitional point from the airport to the city. They're kind of village areas that was, and then as soon as you hit the city, it completely changed. Yeah, I went to Brasilia, which is designed by Oscar Niemeyer, famous architect, and he put like all the hotels in one area, all residential in one area. It's not as extreme as that. It has entertainment spread out. There's like malls, other areas and things, so it seems to work better than Brasilia. So as you'll see in the Capital Complex video I'm doing tomorrow, a lot of the materials is just like plain concrete. It's not painted or anything. Oh, they've painted that one, but it's just fair-faced concrete because they didn't have much money for the project. If you just do solid concrete with no finish to it, then it just lasts longer and it saves a lot of money as well. So in that way, the modernist movement is no ornamentation, so no decoration, just formwork, concrete, no finish. If you do it that way, you save a lot of money as well. So doing it that way, the modernist method allowed Le Corbusier to build the city under the budget. You can see the concrete's up here, it's just pure concrete. No painted anything. It gets a bit cold and brutal, but it works. Look at that. I mean, that's similar to the Capitol building I'm going to see tomorrow, I think. It has that sweeping roof. It's supposed to symbolize authority. I don't know if that was designed. It might have had a lot of influence for him, this building here. Looks like that's the theatre or something. So you get the feeling there's so much open space and it's not crowded at all, the city. Like even coming in on the road, it's not busy at all. It's just well planned. I think it's because he put enough roads everywhere to allow the city to grow. A lot of the cities in the world, they keep adding roads years later and it always screws up the city or the construction, but this is well planned for the future. All the parking in the middle, shops over there, lots of space. It feels like my hometown in the UK, apart from this is it's more open, and more greenery. Like there's so much parking in the middle. Still lots of trees everywhere. There's a fountain over there. So this is the middle of section 17 I'm at now. It's just like the heart, I think. Oh my God, I'm so thirsty now. I better finish this video quick. How much is that? 20. Sorry? 20. Oh fuck, I didn't bring any money. Shit. Oh fuck, I didn't bring any money. Fuck. I only brought 10. Have you got a smaller one for 10? Oh shit, man. I didn't bring any money out with me. Fuck. I'm thirsty as anything. Oh, why didn't I bring any money out? What the hell? Oh man. So 1952 it started construction and it was finished within 10 years, 1960. So the Capitol Complex government areas, the main part, was done by 1960. So the Hearts, this area, section 17, it's got offices, shops, the bus terminals here somewhere as well. So that's why it's like the Heart. So as you can see, it's a very well planned city, lots of space. No congestion whatsoever, lots of parking, lots of roads. I mean, it'll continue to be uncongested for years to come, I think. It's completely clean, it's safe. I mean, I'm walking around with my camera all day and at night as well, I'll be doing. If it survives, I'm sure it will. But I mean, look how clean it is. I can't see any rubbish anywhere. Can you? Nice cobbled roads here. One thing I can say, it doesn't feel that pedestrian friendly. It looks like it's more catered for cars, but I think that's what the intention probably was, because it's the city of the future. People use cars to go for different sectors and not really walk, because it's such a big city. I'm kind of walking around here. It's more pedestrian friendly in the actual middle of the sectors, like in that centre as it, but if walking from sector to sector is not exactly that pedestrian friendly. I mean, people are beeping their horns at me like, what the hell? It's like America, they're like that. If you're walking, people beep their horns and tell you like, what are you doing? Like, you're walking. It's like no one walks. But there's bicycle lanes I've seen. There are some paths and stuff from different sectors. So, but there's lots of greenery as well. Like I said, it's everywhere. But not just random. But there's random trees everywhere. But there's also random. You see down there, there's like random green areas as well. So there's both really. There's even in that centre section, there's trees dotted around. But as you're walking around, there's open spaces as well. And some of these buildings are strange. They've got these columns, circular columns on the outside, and then, oh God, why the hell they put a wall there? But I think that's the brutalist style. That's another, looks like it's another government building there, corporation. But there are a lot of bricks around as well, you know. Which way am I going now? This way, I think. So this is a typical road. It's like double lanes like this. See? But look at the trees. Crazy. God, I know, you never even seen a city like this in my life. It works really well, I think. But it just feels a bit cold sometimes because it's not really organic. So nice to see they got like zebra crossing and bicycle crossing. And bicycle, look at that, bicycle signs there. Gosh, I've never seen that. Gosh, in a city this, in India, I've never seen that before really. Let's see, look at that. Bicycles, pedestrians, they're perfect. The greeneries, look. The trouble is, you get greenery like that, it's nice and everything, but where is everyone? There's like no one around, it's like soulless. Designed for cars. Nowhere to even cross. More of these buildings with the circular columns on the outside. I think this is the Corbusier thing, it's not, I don't know what the hell, it's just weird. It looks ugly. I don't know, maybe if you put the columns on the outside, it allows you free space in the middle. You've still got, there's still like the ribbon windows go round, but the circular columns on the outside, a lot of the buildings are like that around here. look how many trees there are, like so many. And in between the roads they got planting and trees as well. Lots of cyclists as well, which is nice. And what are these things? They just do nothing apart from block the view for privacy. Water. I need water. So this is Lake Sukhna over here, which was part of the Corbusier's original plan. So it was a key feature in his design that it's supposed to balance urban life with nature, quiet escape from the noise, like no boats, no noisy transportation, no people trying to steal my camera, that kind of thing. Oh, there's some rubbish there. That's the first I've seen. So back to the lung concept again. This is a place where everyone from the city could come and breathe and escape the noise of the city, relax. But this thing was completely man-made, so it's kind of working against nature. I can hear like the tuk-tuks and stuff still, but I can imagine when you walk down there it's a bit more peaceful. But there's paddle boats and stuff. Yeah, it's quite nice. A lot of people come to these places. It's quite busy actually. Even in Mumbai, everyone went to the sea for the sunset. So these kind of places are quite popular. Of course, because you're in the middle of India and like there's no water, so create a lake would definitely be worth it. It's quite interesting. It was actually part of the original plan and actually was done, you know what I mean. There is a rock garden over there, but that was designed and built years later. It wasn't part of the original urban plan. You know what those red spots on the head is? It means you're a virgin. And if you haven't got one of those, that means you're not a virgin. They've even got these recycle bins all over the city as well. So Le Corbusier also put the lake so you have a view of the hills here, if you can see them there. So you have a view over the lake onto the hills. So that was done strategically as well. He also banned shops and any other commercial activities around this area, so it's purely for public pleasure and recreation, really. So no shops here, really, only people selling flowers, that kind of thing. You might see these white things at the bottoms of the trees. I think that's for termites, to stop termites. They do that sometimes. Oh look, even the manhole covers have got the map. Look, that's the government building and there's the grid roads going off it. There's the lake where I'm at here now. It reminds me of Brasilia. They had a lake as well in the city. That's designed by an architect, but it's just common sense. There's nothing rocket science about it, is there? You put a lake in the city, it makes it nice for people, place to go. Looks like somebody got busted. Certainly makes a change from showing all the crazy urban streets that most YouTubers show. Oh shit, that's pretty deep. Seriously? No, that must be the length of the path or something. So they also have parks around the lake. It's not just the lake. There's a lot of people here though. So this here is Le Corbusier's his hand symbol of peace and prosperity. I'll explain it in the next video when I go to the government complex. But this is kind of nice they got here. City of Peace, Chandigarh. Let's strive for community harmony, cultural diversity, rejection of violence, resolution of conflict, conciliation of differences and freedom of expression. Okay, now back to Sector 17. My hotel has these silly blocks on the balcony, and they're not even balconies. I'll show you in a minute. This is weird. They've done this in my room. They've put a block wall in front of the windows. I don't know if that's for privacy or what. It's just weird. Oh, water. All the cars I've had here are made of timber, which is nice. Why do they always shut the curtains in hotel rooms? I don't know. They come in, shut the curtains. The whole idea of a room is so you can see the bloody outside, not shut the bloody curtains all the time. What kind of stupid hotel shut the curtains for. So here's the view. Look how much greenery there is here. But look at this silly wall. What the hell is that for? Privacy? It's stupid. I'm not sure about this tap water. I'll go downstairs and get some bottled water because I think I'm getting the shits. So after walking around, I think some of it works, some of it doesn't. I think it doesn't feel very organic and it's not that pleasant to walk around. I mean, the parking and stuff works. It works for future expansion and everything, but I feel it's a bit cold when walking around. It feels like more like a ghost town. I'll just show you this Le Corbusier wall in here, which is kind of cool. It feels a bit soulless. Maybe it's because it's gridded. It hasn't got any organic feel like I mentioned before. Even though it's got all the greenery and stuff, it still feels a bit soulless. The city's not overcrowded for one. It feels a lot spatial, a lot of air because of the greenery, so that's a good thing. But all the concrete and everything is just, I don't know, you know, something from the 1970s or something. Like, you know, the brutalist thing is a bit cold and harsh. It's not that nice. I'm not a big fan of brutalism, you see. Hi, can I just get bottled water?
Water?
Yeah.
Please have a seat, sir.
They keep giving me this bottled stuff. It's not proper. It's like tap water or well water. It's giving me the shits. It tastes funny as well. Yeah, thank you. And he did artwork. This is the artwork he did. That's a building he did. I don't know what that is. I haven't seen that. It's not here. That's at the Capitol complex. I'll explain that tomorrow when I'm there. That's Ronchamp. It's like a chapel he designed in France. It's another one in France. Villa Savoie is famous. We went to go and see this in Paris, but it was shut. We couldn't get in. It's silly. That's the guy. That's the man himself. It looks like a real drawing, that. So as you can see, there's loads of Le Corbusier stuff over there, which is kind of nice. I hope you learnt something from this video. If you want to see the Capitol complex, which is the main thing here, I'll go to tomorrow. I'll put that video here somewhere. If you want to watch other videos in India, I'll click over here and I'll see you over there. Ah.